Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Rippy Tesla, Adam Jonas goes to 400. 400. Huge. They're going to run it. And on top of everything else, it went through 261. 261. We've been waiting. Rocket, but it's not the only one. Microsoft through 336, SDMI, almost at 288. And then there's Tesla. He wants to go. I'm sorry. There's NVIDIA. He wants to go. And then there's Lam Research. They're all running. Everything's running. But then there's another one. The Apple is talking about Qualcomm. So Qualcomm, which was down on that story, is flying 6. All these things are going to run. They're going to rocket. Okay? That's what we know. Pretty straightforward. Hold on. Let me add that. Okay. So, interesting. Okay? Okay. Hold on. Let me turn this down. Okay, so you have SPX roll week. The roll is supposed to be done today or tomorrow, the next day. That could be a reason why we were down all last week. So SPX roll is over. You have 9/11 today. 9/11. How many years ago? Wow, just crazy. 22 years ago. 22 years ago. Do you know where you were when this happened? I was on my way to work. I remember way back when, still at TI. I was on my way to work. And heard it on the news. And I said, oh, wow, this is really bad. And then the next one. So crazy day, long time ago. How about those Cowboys? Should we have a moment of silence for the Giants? Maybe? Moment of silence for the Giants. No. Football's back. How much fun was that? Okay. So let's get going here. So today you want to watch Tesla. If it can get through 266, it should probably get to 272 pretty fast. You want to watch Microsoft. As long as it holds this 334 area, probably the 341, but be ready. I think within the next week or two, they're going to announce Copilot. If they do, then it takes off. NOW, the first one that's trying to break into new highs. Okay? And then Netflix, all about this 251. So there's lots of stuff going on today. Okay? So that's what we know. Hail to the Redskins. The Redskins could barely beat. They're making me sweat on my teaser. Could barely beat a team with no quarterback. Interesting. Okay. So that's what we know. Very straightforward. That's what we know. So NVIDIA, if Microsoft is really going to take off, and NVIDIA should take off, and in tandem, and with Qualcomm and Apple news, and then Apple has an event this week, so that's an event. Then CPI comes, I believe, Wednesday. That is an event. TPI is Thursday. And you have the SPX roll, which is an event. And then you have the end of the week, which is expiration week. Wow. So many things happening this week, guys. In and out. But see what happens. See if the action gets better. Okay? If the action gets better. Okay? Let's get started. SPX was up 17. Hold on. SPX is up 22, 23. So you had 23 to this. You get 44.80. Wow. 4,500 in the card, 4,509, 4,522. Do we finally start the run? Okay. The Adam Jonas report is saying this is a guy at 300 downgraded. Downgraded at 270. And he didn't go to 270 or he didn't go to 300. He went to 400 like he missed it. So just know this. So when stuff like that happens, everything will act different. All of them, not just one. Okay? So SPX, back under 44.51 would be bad. Avago, it's flying to 872, 899, 922. NVIDIA, 466, 472. Okay? So NVIDIA hit 499, not last week, the week before Thursday, and it drops 50. It dropped 50 because it got to 450, 452. Okay? So it dropped 50. Does it go up 50 this week? If this takes out 466 today with a low CPI, very possible right back up. Okay? Land Research hit 707 last week and drops 50. The 50 numbers kind of happening all over the place. So if it takes out this 280 or 683, probably 699 relatively fast. Okay? Apple event 183, 186 underneath 172. Here's something for you guys. Here's a question for you guys. So let's say if you lived in the United States your whole life, and say you were using a different phone, say you were using, I don't know, a Chinese phone, say Huawei's phone here, and you've been using it for 20 years. And then Apple comes across today. I'm just assuming that it was brand new. And they start releasing a new phone that's as good as. Wouldn't everybody go to that? These people are posting videos of the Huawei store is full and the Apple store is empty. But why wouldn't it be? It's the first time they ever have a phone that's as good. I mean, why wouldn't it be? You live there forever. Doesn't make so guys, got to make logical sense, right? Okay. So what happens to Apple? Do they lose some business? Maybe, maybe not. Is it as good? Maybe, maybe not. Are you going to be able to move all your data from the Apple phone to the Huawei phone? Maybe, maybe not. I guarantee you. Look, Apple can raise their price on their cloud and their service. They can 5x it, and I'm not retyping in all my contacts somewhere else. I'm not doing it. I'm going to pay them. Okay? So just be careful when you listen to these guys talking about silly stuff. Okay? Interesting. Adobe. 572, I believe their earnings are this week too. 572, 581. Amazon, 141, 146. Google, 138, 141. Qualcomm. Should this thing dropped all the way to 107, why is this not back to 113? It should be 113. Okay? So very, very interesting there. AMD 109, 111. Meta, this one's strange. It goes from 307 to 292 last week. We nailed this one. And then back up, but it didn't get back over 307. So now 309 would be the number. Okay? MDB, 422. Snowman, 172. Caterpillar, 288. Carvana, 51. First Solar. The news was so good on First Solar, and he took it down. The first set of good news from a different solar company is going to rock to 200. Okay, so just wait. PanW, back near the high now from that. Remember they had that Friday earnings, and it's now finally back to 251. You got 252, 256. BKNG, 1152. 3152. Netflix, 251. SCMI breakout, 288, 316. NOW breakout, 609, 616. Microsoft breakup needs the news, 341. Tesla, 266, 272. Wow. Are you planning to increase size? Yes, I will add a few today. Right at the back, at the beginning. But remember, lots of events. If the CPI is bad, market craters. CPI is good, you probably have one more month, then a crater after that because oil prices will be impacted. And that's what we know. That's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.